Right, hello and welcome back to Project 40. We are on our way eventually to Shedfest by way of the north of Birmingham to pick up a silencer and a mid-pipe. We are delayed, we are in a single car. His car isn't road legal. Mine car... So close to being road legal. My car is road legal, but earlier this morning was pissing oil. Due to the cam cover gasket not correctly sealing. I think I've fixed that.
More sealant, more
bodge fixes the problem. But I haven't got the biggest confidence that we're actually gonna make it. So we're going up a day early, so that gives us some time. I've got a lot of tools with me and a lot of sealant. We're gonna have to stop.
Extra pair of hands,
which is useful.
Although I'm not really wearing my,
You're not wearing your work overalls, are you? Really?
Should have brought my. Actually, I've got my black t-shirts in the bag.
Oh, there you go.
That's all right.
Yeah. So we've got 3 hours to go. So far, I've driven this for a total of about like an hour today. After doing the initial sealant fix, we're going to be in for an interesting ride, folks. Or hopefully a very dull ride that's just tense. I'll take dull and tense. That'll work for me. But yeah.
Story of my recent life, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Who buys cars for reliability? Not these guys. No, sorry, Bob. This is my brother Matt.
Hi guys. Yeah, I've got a sob story. Well, it's a life story, isn't it? Really, that you won't get to see, but maybe you'll get to see
next week.
Next week,
if we're lucky.
Yeah, so to get this project across the line, I gave my car to my local garage, and they've been amazing. Like, big shout out to Bridge Garage, who've been fantastic at Shoebury. But I think basically a calendar month to get it across the line with the laundry list, which I'll have to share with you.
It's quite the list.
Yeah, and it was like headed, no brakes, but the handbrake's okay. That was the first item when I handed it over to them. But yeah, anyway, it's a long story. It started 5 years ago when I got my, this is for my first car, hence the first car's idea. Tom's got the Punto. I've got my Corsa 1.2 Trip, which I got in 1998, and I did 165,000 miles on the original engine. It was my daily driver up until 2016. And then decided to turn it into a project, and got an engine sort of sight unseen, ordered off eBay from a wrecker's. I think 200 quid all in, including shipping. And this was an X18 XE1 Zafira engine from a Zafira A, 1999, and it was my first ever engine swap. And there's been many things that have happened, but it essentially has taken pretty much 5 years to do. And what was going to be really exciting for us, we kind of set ourselves this project of, well, look, we've got AutoAlex's Shedfest. That should just be enough time. It wasn't quite enough time. I think the car's going to be MOT'd and ready probably on Tuesday. That's how close we were. But there was, there was just too much at the end, and there was a lot of welding that they had to do, and a couple of things with emissions that just held it up basically. But anyway, my first love, my first car, I've kept it going. It's 26 years old now, and you'll see it in, I'm sure, an upcoming video on Project 40 when we actually get to do a road trip on it.
Yes.
Which will be great.
I think we'll do a video on it regardless.
Yeah.
This aircon is going all over the place. Yeah, I think that's going to be on the to-do list.
It's like a gas bottle's just been...
Yeah. I know, like, the radiator is kind of blocked, but it hasn't been hissing like this before. So this is a new...
Yeah, but at least you've got aircon. I deleted mine.
Well, that was foolish, wasn't it, really?
Just to save weight.
You can definitely feel this is the difference when the aircon is on and off, power-wise. Most of my cars don't have that issue. I think the limited horses
20%.
that are available to me on this little Punto, it was like activating a speed boost on the racetrack at Brands Hatch. I'm like, oh shit, I've got aircon on. Full power. Yeah. All right, so our first oil leak check is going to be at the petrol station.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
We need either drama or chill ensues. Like it's not for you. I mean, because my project's been shelved. I'm like,
It's like whatevs.
Whatevs.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice.
It was going to be great because the thing was that you chose this, alongside basically to match up, wasn't it?
Yeah,
to
exactly.
match up on specs.
100%.
So the Corsa with the X18 XC1 block in was like 115 horsepower, I think, from factory with about 170 nanometers of torque, and it's done.
Look at you with the technical specs.
Yeah. And I think, but this has come from a wrecker's yard. He said 67,000 miles. It sounds fine. Not that I've
For the engine cover, the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's done 2 miles since I bought it 5 years ago, and that's been MOT miles. So yeah, and then this is what 130
horsepower.
Yeah,
from factory.
From factory.
Yeah.
And then it was slightly less on the torque, wasn't it? It wasn't much.
I have no idea.
And then I worked out that yours was curb weight was
heavy.
About 1.1. Yeah. And where mine was basically weighed in at just under 900 with the new block. It was only about 25 kilograms difference between the old 1.2 8 valve 45 power ponies that it had. So there was a significant weight, but that's because you've got
more when we're stopping.
I was going to say he's got a second person in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it would have been. It's a nice matchup. You've got bells and whistles. You've got there's airbags and stuff, and you've got tweeters and multi CD changer and
I do indeed.
an airbag there.
Yeah, I've got all the mod cons.
Windows that you just press a button.
Yeah, but that all adds up.
That does add up. I did actually I ripped them out from another Corsa. All the electric, central locking. I haven't got that.
Ooh.
Which would have been really useful that time I recently locked the key in the car.
Yes.
I had to break into it. That sucked.
I don't know how central locking would fix that problem.
Well, I'd probably have a fob. I imagine I'd be the sort of person that have a spare fob.
I don't have a spare set of keys for this.
I'm the person who locks the sort of person who locks the keys in the car. Couldn't believe that.
You really should have called a locksmith rather than smashing the window.
I didn't smash the window.
Or you bent the frame.
Yeah. I don't want to think about that again. It makes me feel sad. But anyway, so long. It's been a journey with the Corsa. But it's going to be when we do finally get them on the road. It's going to be together. I mean, it's going to be a fun matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a good road trip whenever we go.
I brought the catalogue that Mum got me, which is basically the brochure, the 1996 brochure for the Corsa trip.
The mark. No, you don't want that to go by.
Don't want that under the pedals.
Where this car really sucks is the complete lack of cup holders. It's great for pockets. I am inundated with pockets and storage.
The original, well, they're not. I mean, the cup holders that fit like these foam sticky ones.
Yeah, that could be a good shout. The expansion tank is a little bit high right now. We've gone a heady 5 minutes down the road. So before the car gets too hot and blows the expansion tank, we're going to try and extract the coolant out of this. But we need a receptacle, so I need to sink this.
Sponsored by?
Oh my god, so busy. Which wasn't my plan. Oh man, we're going to make it to Birmingham by midnight, that's right.
Yeah, good work on that.
Oh, wait, I'm only going to be slightly over.
Solid inch above.
No, but it wasn't when cold. It was fine.
You're going to be refreshed after that Coke in 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
And I think the really impressive thing is, we're basically going to be using, I've got the blue bottle of Thank You Waitrose window cleaner, but we're going to use this fella.
This custom siphon.
And then spray it back into, that's the idea, so then spray it back into said receptacle, so it doesn't go all off the bodywork and ruin Tom's nice paintwork. You don't want another shade.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
All right.
Oh,
right. So if you do the cam and I'll... Oh yeah, this is God's work.
Totally legit.
It's what?
Good. It's not a surprise.
Hot, really hot.
Let's switch angles. See this quality. I mean, this is why you go on road trips.
Yeah. Oh, she be hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, proud of this first hack.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is we're getting it done,
Now
son.
okay, the plastics. I was like, just make sure the plastic's not like starting to heat up to the point where it's gonna melt and just
Cause new problems. I'm glad we checked this now. And
I'm glad you overfilled it.
I'm glad I overfilled it too. And look, so far, no leaking. At least we've got spare coolant with us now.
Yeah, just don't drink this.
Well, the Mystery Tango.
Well, it's kind of like cherry Coke, new flavour.
Oh, I'm going to need a wee now.
Yeah, this is true. Honestly, we've got 5 minutes. True road trip. 5 minutes. What? And I'm already doing road hacks.
Yeah, well, you don't want to be bored as a passenger, right?
But anyway, yeah, so if you ever find yourself with too much coolant, so the top tip is you ever find yourself with too much coolant, get a bottle of Coke, get some window cleaner, job's done. I'm losing efficacy on the
Oh,
side.
we're almost there.
Oh, come on, little guy. The components have heated above spec.
All right, why don't you take it out, spray it clear, let it cool down for a minute.
That is. That's it's coming down beautiful.
Yeah, look. Absolutely nailed it. Oh, jeez. I feel great. But this is a great way of relieving pressure.
And building up internally into yourself. Oh no, because it had this. Come on. Really got to work it hard now. There we go. I think the diaphragm's overheated, Tom. I think that's what it is.
Send this to the group family chat.
We're buying the diaphragm now.
Do you think this is going to be good for cleaning windows afterwards?
Oh, nice. You may. I mean, it's going to have that. It's going to have a nice kind of coolant
Sheen to it.
sheen. Yeah.
So maybe.
Strips windows. Wonderful. Look at that. That's just
I mean, this is work. It's quite a lot of extra coolant.
good work.
So you check the coolant level when it's hot, not when it's cold, yeah?
Well, no,
This is what I don't get.
Well, no, the thing is, I don't know how much you've overfilled it by. I mean,
Not much, but
anyway,
apparently
look,
a lot.
Let's just keep. Because the thing is, we're currently. I mean, I don't know by how much it will expand.
Yeah, let's leave it.
Thank you.
This doesn't classify as a breakdown. Just very important to know. This is proactive maintenance.
Essential for fixing. Waitrose essential.
Yeah, exactly.
Essential
I
to-
mean, it does what it says on the tin, or the slightly melted plastic bottle. All right, that lid is on. I think. Let's get this nugget back on the road. Well, I just realised I haven't been recording for the last half an hour whilst I've been talking, so we are
We're just warming up.
nailing this. We'll have to recount that story at a different time because I can't be bothered to start again. Anyhow, we are on the road.
Such a good story.
I know. Yeah. Well, we've got another 3
Turn on, press record.
Yeah. It's my fault. All right. Yeah, we'll do that story again.
It's a great story.
We should definitely do
But
that
we
again.
were basically the link was, from.
I can't even remember what the link
Well,
was.
the link was road hacks, and then I was saying, so we've just done our road hack,
Starting the Lincoln with a screwdriver.
starting the Lincoln.
That was it.
So ultimately, the story is about starting a Lincoln Town car with a.
Yeah, let's do the condensed one. So we went on a student gumball rally. We took a Lincoln Town car. I went too fast, overheated the gearbox.
On the autobahn.
On the
You went
autobahn.
100 miles an hour. That was a good moment.
Don't do it in third. Overheated the gearbox.
Because you didn't know what overdrive was.
Didn't know what overdrive was.
O was apparently something that meant that it was a snow mode.
Exactly.
Said the previous owner. That is just hilarious.
So we then had to hire a car, finish off the rally. This is eventually where we got up. We saved you about half an hour's worth of story.
You're all caught up now.
It was really good.
You'll have to do some sort of little segment there.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got footage because basically the link was like we've just done our first road hack on this for this journey, but I remember like vividly us coming back from this, we've now our alternative plan to get back home
was to tow this thing.
Was to tow the Lincoln Town car, and I vividly remember. Now we'll kind of do we'll talk about the vehicle, but the view I had of you from, because I was driving the hire car.
Yeah.
You wrapped up in a
because was this a 4-track or something?
It was Daihatsu 4-track.
Daihatsu 4-track. Yeah. So a good theoretically solid vehicle.
But the thing is, the guys who had run it, like to Zagreb, had basically just gone to trash it, hadn't they? It was like it was a one-way ticket, and they'd smashed out all bar
the windscreen,
smashed all windows bar the windscreen. I had to hardwire the lights direct to the battery because they'd smashed off all the stalks.
Yep.
And did you have indicators?
No, they broke off the indicator.
They broke off the indicator stalk as well. And so you had no windows. It was bitterly cold when we were driving in the night, and it's just a vision of you in ear defenders, in a sleeping bag, looking miserable.
Living my best life, trying to figure out how much all this was going to cost me.
To then try to get back to Dresden, to somehow
start the town car.
Somehow either start the town car, if that did not work.
Because we've been doing some research, and we've been onto the Lincoln forums, and what we thought is there must be a way to override this shift lockout, because the town car had been turned off in drive because I'm an idiot and I thought that might fix the problem. And so it wouldn't restart.
This was 2006.
This was 2006, yeah.
And we hadn't had nobody teach us nothing.
No, exactly, we were idiots. Still are, to be fair. But, so we figured out that the starter solenoid was actually really accessible, and was literally just bolted to the inner fender, and what we should be able to do is bridge the two contacts, and the engine should start. And lo and behold, it did. We managed to kind of say our thanks and our farewells and sort of
stunned silence from the mechanics.
No, they were well happy. They were surprised.
No, they were stunned.
Yeah, they were stunned, but appreciatively stunned. Started to make our way to go up to, was it Munich? Where did Dad live at the time?
Yeah, Munich.
Or was it Berlin?
No, it was Munich.
It was Munich. To drive from Dresden to some other city in Germany that we can't remember.
Hamburg.
Hamburg?
Isn't it?
Yeah, Hamburg. That was it. Yeah, we drove from Dresden to Hamburg, which was great. And then we found a new issue, but because one of the potential solutions that we thought, maybe the gearbox oil is low, and so we overfilled that. So then it puked the gearbox oil all over the manifold and filled the car with smoke.
Not before filling the car with smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, so we almost abandoned the car in the services, but we're like, the smoke isn't smoking so much anymore. Why don't we keep driving? Things can only get better. To which we managed to actually get it to Hamburg, managed to have a shower and change of clothes and some food.
You were such a... Yeah, you were just nerves.
I was just a broken man at that point.
And so is it like the president, right? Because I think pretty much ever since, it's just every car you've taken on has been nothing but stress-inducing.
I just can't work it. I've only recently sold the town car. I sold it in October last year to...
which was, I think, for your mental health, probably.
Really, really good.
Really good.
But what I can't believe is because the town car has always continually let me down.
It hated you.
It hated me.
And then to see those photos, was it today? You shared them with me.
Yeah, and the new owner, Craig, and I still keep in touch with him. He's just driving it around. It's just working 24/7. It's broken down once, but it's been absolutely fine, which I'm really happy for, because I don't like to sell anyone a pup. And with the town car, I really wasn't sure what the status was.
But the amount of work that went in to get it to that point.
The money.
Oh,
my God. I must have sunk at least 10 grand into that car.
Yeah, easy.
And I sold it for 2.
It was its final.
I think I bought it for 2.5. So... Just really coming up Millhouse on that one. Oh, yeah.
and oh god, because you got to what was, I mean, it just kept on. It just kept on finding new ways to
just like
stress you out.
dying.
Because of course, in spectacular fashion. Because of course, you know, cut to when did we do? We did that road trip with all the guys
For the stag do.
for the stag do.
2018.
2018,
yeah, July 2018.
God, yeah, so like 2018, and then on the way back, you're like the steering was starting to feel. Was it vague? I can't remember what you said.
It was pulling in a certain direction.
It was pulling, and then cut to about 20 minutes later. Bang!
No, before that we had to remove part of the exhaust because it was hitting the road so much.
Oh yes, because the car was running so low, I had to remove the exhaust.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was fun. The back.
But yeah, then the wheel bearing season exploded on the middle lane of the M25 and almost killed us. So that was good fun.
And there was some fire.
And there was fire. Yeah, then it set itself on fire. So that was cool. Another great town car moment. But it got it all fixed and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, from that point forward, it had basically broken my heart, and I didn't want to drive it anymore.
Yeah.
And then I kept it for 3-4 more years.
And threw more money at it.
Oh, and threw more money at it because I thought, well, it's already done that, so why don't I import new fenders, like do a whole bunch of rust repair, continue modifying it, yeah. It's then I sold it. So, but I'm glad that Craig's having a good time in it because that's nice. But yeah, I just, I couldn't drive that anymore. It was it wasn't fun. It was too stressful. So
there was just too much that had happened.
Exactly.
Too much.
So yeah.
But yeah, so the road hack being that. That 4-track, that Daihatsu 4-track had been abused.
Yeah. So yeah, good times.
It was good times.
Right, we've got 2 hours 30 minutes to get to where we're supposed to go, which I think is actually pretty good going. So far, car is feeling good. Every car feels giant. Super minis feel giant. And this is not a small car. But yeah, I think it does feel, everything else feels quite large. Just really hoping that Project 40 stays in one piece because we've got a big drive ahead of us, and then we have to double back on ourselves to get back to the hotel. So yeah.
You're the problem.
I am the problem. I'm always the problem. This windscreen really needs a clean.
With your coolant enhanced
windscreen
cleaner.
That under tray is not looking happy.
Yeah, get a bit close to it.
Oh, I'll have to go beyond 60 miles an hour. That is going to be proper shag. That's going to come off during the trip. Because that's going to be held on by 4 bolts at this point. I'm not sure how you communicate that with hand signs either. Like, mate, your under tray is...
You must hear that. That must be making a vibration.
Hopefully he turns off.
Oh,
there it goes.
Hey.
Okay, have a good one. Just wanted to make sure that was going to come off and not hit me.
Yeah.
But at least we don't have to worry about, international hand signs if something is hanging off your car. Good luck, Mr. Transporter Dude.
So the it doesn't work anymore.
Not as well as it used to.
The sprayer busted.
Spray super busted.
It did a sterling job though.
Oh, totally.
It's definitely. That's better.
I think so.
Every time I close the door.
Huh? Right, you ready for some serious illumination? Right, ready?
Yeah.
Whee! And then...
Marginal difference.
Whee!
Oh yay!
Look at that.
So we like
Ham and cheese.
going for ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Actually, I was saving mine for, victory
We've been driving for fucking 5 hours.
victory sarnie.
This is my victory sarnie.
It is.
I might have a second one when we get to our place. Oh, this is lunch. Oh. You can taste the misery in every bite. It's a glamorous life, this. It really is, guys. Oh. Sitting in a... What is this? A Texaco.
It feels pretty special.
At 9:30 at night. Eating a sandwich that claims to be ham and cheese. Alright.
Alright, there we go.
Let's try it one more time with some enthusiasm, please.
Yeah, let's do this! Woo,
Hot
woo.
diggity day! Let's get
Way,
back on the
come on,
M6!
yeah,
Woo! Yeah!
I'm excited.
Oh yeah!
In 100 yards,
Oh.
at the roundabout, take
Now I'm back to my headlights. I like that text. It was really bright.
It was
Very comforting.
the first exit on take the first exit on 3.
On the M6 twice, so quickly.
That
Like the
is.
M6 toll.
Yeah. How's your windscreen?
I can see.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually really effective. I can see the reflections of our drinks in our windscreen.
I can now, yeah.
I couldn't do that before. It's like moving up to 4K. That's what this is. I was at 480p. Now I'm at 2160p. You see, but thank you, Samuel. We've successfully picked up the exhaust. Now we've finished complaining about everything. Champion guy. Had some really cool cars. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to really kind of sit and talk about them. But he's got his own Punto XGT with the the full sort of R-bath kit and all that sort of stuff. All right, shut up. All the R-bath kit and all that sort of stuff. So very cool. And yeah, 50 quid for the back box and mid-pipe silencer. Brilliant. It's going to be a really good addition. To fix addition. It's going to be a really good way to fix our horrendously broken exhaust system. So yeah, really appreciate Samuel reaching out. So now we've just got an hour back down to Warwick to the Days Inn. Is that where we're going?
Absolutely, yeah. Days in, beautiful.
Oh yeah, at a service station hotel. No sort of artisanal boutique.
Not
B&B for us, unfortunately. No. A Days Inn. I've never stayed at a Days Inn, so I can only expect good things. It has things and amenities such as carpets.
It did specify it had carpets.
I mean, when you have to call out the carpets, they have to be really cool carpets. So I'm looking forward to seeing them live. I don't think it has anything else though. So, yeah. So, 59 minutes to go. So far, Project 40 has held together really well, like an absolute champ. Apart from that little hiccup at the beginning with the coolant, we're good. So yeah, I think it's just heads down, get to the Days Inn, check in, crack open a beer, plan for tomorrow. Yeah. see any oil leaks. All my test scrapes are still dry. Coolant is still there. Yeah, we're good.
Hey.
Our old hope goes to die, isn't it?
Where do we have to go? What number was it?
113? 114.
114.
There we go.
There we go. Forward. 114. Oh, barely contain my anticipation. There you go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh wow. Matt, you really are spoiling us with this fantastic abode.
I mean, YouTube like me.
Oh yeah, this is it. You know. Can we get some less oppressive lighting on, please? Oh, even better. Just oh wow, it's like this is like prison lighting. So that was quite a day. Car did really well, which is good. It didn't fall apart. It didn't spring a leak. We almost hit 40 miles to the gallon, which I think was pretty cool for the amazing power that's available to the Punto. We got an upgrade from Samuel, so come next week I won't have an exhaust that blows, or if we can try and fit it tomorrow at Shedfest, who knows.
I like your thinking.
So we'll cut it tonight, and then by the power of technology it will be tomorrow morning now. So it's like 4 hours later. It's it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I feel fabulous. You snore like a wildebeest. Just want to let you know. Yeah. So, that was just exactly what was needed for a nice restful sleep.
I think when I'm more tired, I snore.
Yeah. Oh my god. So loud. But we're awake. So the plan is to stumble into consciousness, and then get changed, trying to figure out what breakfast options are available for our voucher. The aim is to obviously do some last minute checks on the car for like oil and coolant and stuff, and then we're going to try and get to the British Motor Museum at Gaydon about sort of 7ish. I think the earliest we can get is 7:30, but we want to kind of get the car on site and then probably have a nap, I think is the plan. Get it set up in all its glory and then go from there. But oh my god, I could do with about 3 more hours sleep. Shedfest! Oh man, it's too early to be charismatic. Right, by the power of technology, I'm going to be ready now.
Host and king of sheds of the UK, AutoAlex! Hello everyone.
Actually 9 hours.
Oh, see, that's what's going to pull in the subscribers.